We are road tripping for the holidays. We're getting ready to take a 10-hour road trip with two toddlers, ages 2 and 3. And in this video, I'm going to talk about what I'm going to pack, how I'm going to prep to make things a little bit more bearable. So some of my must-haves are the Oxotot travel potty. This is truly a necessity when traveling anywhere. I bring this, we always have this in the car. It's awesome because you can either have it sitting up, so your toddler can use it like a regular potty just in the car. You put a little liner in it, and that catches the poo or pee. You close it up, throw it in the trash, you're good to go. This makes it so much easier when you don't have to deal with like automatic flushes, gross public bathrooms, trying to find a rest area, all of those. I mean, when you have a toddler who needs to go right now, it's a no-brainer. So I bring this everywhere. The second thing I love to bring on road trips is this little lap tray that my kids have. We have this one. It's got different characters on it. We have like a Minnie Mouse one and a princess one. They're awesome. I mean, I've seen them at the Dollar Tree too for very, very cheap. They have just hard ones, but this is great for having like a hard surface to do some activities on, to color, to do stickers, and it just keeps things from sliding right off my kids' laps. It also helps when they're eating. So if I have like a little snack container or something, or a little lunchbox, it keeps the whole thing from just completely falling on the ground. Sometimes my kids will just absolutely throw it on the ground. But that's a different story and that's a different issue. And then the next thing that I love to bring too is little snack containers. So those, like I said, those can sit right on top of their lap trays, but those, they kind of keep things fun. I got this pack of, I think this was actually like a meal prep container. It came in a pack of 4 at Target. But they were pretty inexpensive, and my kids love these. It provides them a little bit of variety, and then it kind of draws out snack times. So you're getting more mileage, I guess. No pun intended. But those are 3 of my things that I bring on every single road trip. On this particular road trip, I feel like in the past, I've always had an issue bringing too many things, too many activities, and then my kids don't play with them, or I just like can't find them because there's too much going on and I can't really remember what I've packed. So this trip I'm trying a little bit different of a strategy. I'm gonna pack a new toy. So I always have just kind of a rotation of Dollar Tree toys, like just little sticker books or something, and I'll show those. I'll show a video of them or something. But I have one for this trip too, so there'll be that new thing. It's super inexpensive. Like I said, you can just pick it up for $1.25, and that's just something like a novel item. It keeps them occupied for a little bit. Stickers are really big at these ages for my kids right now, so they'll be excited to play with these. And then I'm also going to bring one toy that they don't usually play with at home, but that we already have. So for us, it's these busy books, and again, I'll show a video of that, but it's they don't usually play with these, and they forget about them, and I kind of keep them up on purpose because they're really for travel, or for like if we're going to a family event or somebody's house. And then I'm hoping that they'll be able to use these the whole trip too. So we are going to visit family. We're gonna have some longer dinners and stuff too, so I'll just bring these along, and that'll be nice and easy and portable. There are little pieces in here, but something that I like about it is you can actually unzip the pages, so to speak, that you don't want. So I might unzip the ones with like all the little tiny letters or something, just so that they don't get everywhere, so we don't lose them. But I think these will be really helpful for this trip in particular. And then in addition to all of those toys, we'll bring obviously a ton of snacks. I like to look at my snack hierarchy system, and so I'll bring snacks from all categories, and because I'm going to bring enough to last us, hopefully, for on the way there and the way back. Just because we're driving and we have the space, we might as well bring everything so we don't have to worry about a shopping trip before coming back. But also, this is the order that I give the snacks to my kids. So if they're hungry at the beginning, or if they just, want a snack at the beginning because they know that's what we do in the car, I will give them something from the bottom tier. because, and I think any parent understands this, they're not going to want those bottom tier snacks later in the ride. Later in the ride is when we bring out the top tier fruit snacks, when everyone, it's, you know, you have 10 minutes left in the drive, but it feels like you've got like 2 hours left. That's when those snacks are like your best friend. You need all the distractions in the world at that time. So we're also bringing their tablets. My oldest has a little like Amazon Fire tablet, and then my youngest, we have an old iPad that we use. She's still rear facing, so we have a little it's like a little Velcro thing that goes on the back of the seat, and we can put the iPad in there, and then it holds it so she can watch some of the shows we've downloaded or something. And like the top tier snacks, I try my best to wait on the screens, because once we bring them out, you kind of play all your cards at once, and they know what you've got. So I feel like once we bring them out, you can't really take them away. So I don't really want my kids to have the screens first thing and then get, you know, overstimulated or get bored of them, because like that's my ace. I don't want them to get bored of the screens when we still have like, you know, 5 hours left to go in the drive. So for this trip, like I said, we're driving 10 hours, and we're going to break it up on the way there. The first day, we're staying at the Great Wolf Lodge, which I don't think I've ever been there. My husband's never been there. My kids have definitely never been there. And they're not familiar really with water parks even, but it's November, it's cold, it's bleak outside. So we thought it might be fun. Even if they don't really love the water park, they might really like the theming of it. And I think they have different, you know, arcades and stuff for our kids to do. So we figured it'd make it a little bit fun. And then we'll get there fairly early the first day so that we can enjoy the hotel, enjoy the water park. And then the next day, we're going to drive the remaining like 5.5 hours to our final destination, which is visiting my grandma. And then on the way back, I think we're just going to leave super early, try to do it all in one go. We'll take turns, you know, people can sleep when they need to, but our strategy is usually to leave super, super early in the morning, maybe like 4 or 5, because then you get the kids out, you put them directly in the car seats from their beds. Ideally, they stay asleep. Sometimes they don't, but even if they are awake, usually they will just kind of be in a daze. They're kind of still tired, still half asleep. And that helps you get some miles under your belt before you have to start, you know, working overtime, bringing out the snacks, the activities, all of that. So it gives you a little bit of a rest. It gives the kids some time to just adjust being in the car. And we've just found that is what works best for our family. So we are going to bring an overnight bag just for that first night. And this is going to have my kids' stuff in it, everything they need for one night, and then everything I need for one night. My husband does his own thing. He can pack his own stuff. I'm in charge of myself and the kids. But in this bag, since it's going to be an indoor water park, I'm going to pack some bathing suits for my kids. I'm going to pack, they'll have towels and they have life vests at Great Wolf Lodge, so we'll be okay there. But I'm also going to pack just a change of clothes. We'll do pajamas for that night, and then I'll pack another change of clothes for the next day, just because we might take our time getting around the next day. I know I said we like to leave early, but since the second day, it's only going to be 5 hours, which I know for some that's like a really long trip, but for us, since the whole thing's 10, I'm like, oh, 5 hours isn't a big deal. So the next day we might just kind of hang out a little bit, see if maybe we can go to the water park for like an hour before we head over to our final destination. So aside from my overnight bag, I'm also going to bring my stuff and my kids' stuff in this bluey suitcase. This is just a regular carry-on size. My daughter found this and she loves it and it's fun. And I think that we can fit all of our stuff in there. We're going to be there for 3 nights, so not too much. And to make things easier with packing all of our stuff in this one bluey suitcase, I use packing cubes. I used them for the first time this last trip, and it was really nice. It was a really easy way to keep everything separate for myself and my 2 kids. It's fine when I share something with one kid, but when I have 2 kids, it's like they're kind of a similar size. It's hard. It's just another thing to remember. So I like to make my life really easy when I'm traveling. I don't want to have to think about anything. I don't have to grab an outfit and go. And that's why I pack everything in separate outfits too. So I'll say, and it might be like a little bit extra kind of, I guess, like neurotic to do it this way, but this is I pack, I'll say, you know, Tuesday we're wearing this, Wednesday we're wearing this, Thursday this. And then I'll have one extra outfit that I usually pack in a Ziploc bag in case something gets soiled or dirty. It's easy to just throw the dirty stuff in the Ziploc, put on the clean clothes, and then we're good to go. But this way I could just grab an outfit, put it on my kids, say this is what you're wearing today. They don't have to choose either, so it makes things easy. But I'll put each of those in, so each of us will have a separate dedicated packing cube, and this is how we keep things simple. That's all we've got. If you've made it this far, please consider subscribing, liking. I'm going to be sharing a lot more videos about this trip in particular. Bye!